Hello, and welcome back to Virtual Summer Camp, hosted by the North Penn Valley Boys and Girls Club. I'm Miss Rachel. Today is Tuesday, so we are doing a science project, and since it's the 4th of July, it is inspired by fireworks. So today, we are going to read The Explosive History of Fireworks. This is kind of a long book. You can actually find the whole thing online. I'm going to start at chapter 3 for us today because it's about 4th of July fireworks. So how did fireworks make it across the Atlantic Ocean to the United States? The British colonists, the first settlers, brought them along by boat. Legend says that the first fireworks in American skies were set off by Captain John Smith in Jamestown, Virginia in 1608, impressing, or perhaps scaring, nearby Native Americans. On July 3rd, 1776, the day before the Declaration of Independence was adopted, founding father and future president John Adams wrote a letter to his wife Abigail describing a bright idea. It was to use fireworks to celebrate America's independence from England. The next year was the very first July 4th celebration. The United States was still fighting the Revolutionary War against England, but those fireworks probably gave these new Americans more than a few sparks of hope. Fireworks remained popular in the United States as the years went on, but not everyone was happy about it. In 1906, the Society for the Suppression of Unnecessary Noise was formed, which eventually pushed for restrictions on fireworks. And that wasn't the first time fireworks were restricted. There was a law passed in Rhode Island in 1731 that banned mischievous use of fireworks. Government leaders and lawmakers wanted to keep the 4th of July tradition going, but they also wanted to make sure all fireworks displays were safe. States passed laws governing the use of fireworks and explosives. The federal government also has regulations about the kind of small fireworks people can buy and the safety labels they have to have. Fireworks are dangerous and must always be handled responsibly by an adult. Lighting up the night. Colorful showers of sparkles. Plus, fireworks technology has, exploded. There are new colors like salmon and aqua, and now fireworks lights can be made to look like it's squiggling and wiggling, cascading down in bright flakes, or shooting up like water from a hose. It can be made to look as if it's blasting up like a rocket, raining down tiny specks of confetti, twinkling or flashing on and off, changing color mid-burst, or radiating luminous pom-poms. Not bad for something that started out as stalks of green bamboo. Into an art form, glimmers of that are still visible in the sky today. That's because many of the leading American companies that put on big fireworks shows are owned and operated by families of Italian descent, such as the Gruccis, the Rossis, and the Zambellis. And people keep finding new ways to make fireworks shows even better. Disneyland now uses compressed air, not gunpowder, to launch fireworks. The pyrotechnicians there also started using electronic timers to explode the shells so they burst at a certain time. This way, fireworks shows can be set to music and choreographed just like a dance. Besides Disney, there are fireworks every night. Some huge shows can be seen on the 4th of July in New York, in Washington, D.C., on the National Mall, and in Boston along the Charles River. What do you think the fireworks of the future will look like? Hey friends, I hope you enjoyed the story about where fireworks came from and how they were introduced to America. So now we are going to make our own fireworks. If you are following along at home, you need scissors. You're going to need a piece of paper, preferably a lightweight piece of computer paper. Construction paper could work too, but the lighter the better. You're going to need a straw, tape or glue, but you don't have to wait for tape to dry, so I would recommend tape over glue, and then something to decorate your rocket with. So we can decorate our rocket however we want. At the end of the day, we're going to cut this piece of paper up So you can do this before you cut it. You can do it after you cut it. I've done it both ways. I think this way is a little bit easier instead of trying to write on small pieces of paper. But it's whatever works for you. Alright, so we're going to decorate our piece of paper. We are going to fold it in half. You're going to want to cut it right up the middle. Give or take, it really doesn't have to be perfect, which is kind of the best part about this craft. Alright, once you have two pieces of paper, and hold them on top of each other, and then we're going to cut them this way, long way, so that we end up with 12 pieces of paper. Okay, once you have your 12 pieces of paper, you're going to take the straw, and we're going to wrap the piece of paper around the straw. And now this is where the science part comes in, because you can wrap it really tight, you can wrap it really loose, you can decorate it with stickers to make it a little bit heavier, because the point is we're going to see how our rocket flies. So secure it long ways, and then you can also, you have to fold the top on half. This is the top of our rocket, like that. You can add a little bit more tape, and then it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. So you can do this 12 times. You can do it with your friends. You can see who can get it to go the furthest. You can see who can get it to go the shortest, who can get it to go the highest. Make it to a competition. Have fun with it. But let me see how it works for you, and let me see how you decorate your rockets. Use the hashtag #OneClub1Camp, hashtag NPVBGC, and let us know how this project turns out for you. Thanks!